What's going on, guys? Sir-Lionhart here with a quick channel update to pretty much inform you folks on what you should expect on this channel in the upcoming weeks of January going into February. And just to get this out of the way, yes, I do wear glasses now. I would say the first week of December, I actually, I don't know, I guess I just noticed like I just couldn't see very clearly. I mean, it's been like that for like a couple years actually. Ever since I was in high school, I'm like, dude, I can't see stuff like very sharply as I used to. And you know, it's like, I went to the doctor, got my eyes checked. They did these lens tests or whatever. I was like, oh my god, these glasses, I see through them. They're like HD, 720p HD quality when I see through these glasses. I could actually see stuff a lot more clear. Things don't seem, I guess you could say, extremely blurry as they used to. And I could see freaking lights better. Lights used to just shine in my face, and it used to be like a blur, just a complete blur. But with these babies, I can see perfectly fine, just like a kid. And honestly, it's like seeing for the first time all over again, which is pretty cool. So I do dig these glasses a lot. But enough of that, enough of the glasses talk. What we need to get into is the channel update, right? So right now, I just finished Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment yesterday, and oh my god, I was so happy to beat that game, because that game took over 110 hours of my time between, what, 150 days, aka 5 months. 5 months. It took 5 months to actually beat that playthrough of that game. So it took us from August all the way to January to complete that game. I think I could have beat it. I could have completed the game earlier had I not like did a lot of the side stuff. But I wanted to do it because you get like these massive rewards, especially the esoteric skill. I'm not sure if I uploaded that part yet, but once you get the esoteric game or skill, the game just stays free. It becomes freer than anything that's ever been free. Like, that is the most overpowered skill in the game. Like, once you actually see the skill in action, you guys are gonna be like, man, this game just, that's the win button right there. Like, as soon as you get the esoteric skill, it just becomes extremely easy. I mean, the game was already easy. It just becomes extremely easy after you get the esoteric skill. With the exception of the last boss, actually. The last boss was actually pretty challenging because it was like a boss rush, and you gotta fight all these bosses. When you thought it was over, it wasn't over. You have to fight another boss, and that after you beat that boss, it's another boss, and it's like this boss, and another boss, and then you gotta fight the air, and then you gotta fight a secret boss that apparently doesn't activate until you complete the hollow area. But I completed the hollow area, and I fought this secret boss, and then you had to fight another boss. It was ridiculous, but I'm satisfied with that, with the way that game ended. Actually, it was pretty good. The way the game ended reminded me of Persona 4 Golden. It wasn't as good as Persona 4 Golden, because if you've seen Sword Art Online, the anime, it basically ended the same way as, you know, Sword Art Online, the anime. And it basically just included the newer characters that were introduced into this game, Hollow Fragment, like Philia and Shreya, and the other chick I completely forgot. I think that was, yeah, those were the only two chicks. But yeah, pretty much I completed Sword Art Online. The game wasn't too bad. If you were on the edge of getting Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment for the Vita, and you are a fan of Sword Art Online, I say get the game, because that game had a lot of content, a lot of, I would say that game had like a lot of fan servicey moments, but it had a lot of good character interaction. Like, you would be entertained through these events. Like, these events were like very well thought out, I guess you could say, because of how well like the personalities carried over from the anime to the game. Like, it's like playing the anime in game format. Like, this game is basically I think the best anime adapted into a game I ever played, if that made any sense. It's the best anime game I played in like ever. I would have to list that the top one best anime game I played, because it adapted well to a video game, because like the game is based on a video game, okay? That game is based on a video game, a damn massively multiplayer online game. So if it didn't feel like a game, then that would have been a problem. But yeah, I mean, that game was really good. Like, you guys, if you are a fan of Sword Art Online, I say definitely get that game. It has a lot of content. The only thing I can say is, like, the gameplay does get a little tedious. It gets monotonous after a little bit. Like, after you do like your 20th hollow mission, it's like, oh, this is starting to get boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game is actually pretty easy regardless of what you do. Like, if you just start progressing up Aincrad, like, you start off on level 100, all right? Kirito is already like strong 100, and a lot of the enemies actually are like level 75, 76 for like the first dozen floors. It's not until you get to like floor 89 or something is when they actually start getting to a higher level than you. But for the most part, like, Kirito is already stronger than like the first 10 floor bosses or whatever. And it's ridiculous. So they actually tell you to do the hollow mission area first because it has stronger enemies, and it does. But the thing is, after you do the hollow mission, after you do the hollow area, it just makes Aincrad a lot more easier, and it was already easier, so I don't know why they recommend you to do the hollow area first. I mean, sure, it's challenging, but after you beat the hollow area, Aincrad just becomes free as hell. So I would recommend, if you do pick up Sword Art Online, play like through the first 90 something floors and then start doing the hollow mission stuff, because really, Philia, a lot of her events actually activate around floor 90 and 91. So I would say just play up, if you want some kind of a challenge, play an Aincrad only until floor 90 and then start doing the hollow area stuff. That's what I gotta say about that game. I mean, a lot of stupid stuff like the translation, and my cat just walked up in here. Like, come on, cat, get out of here, dude. No camera time for you, dude. And he's just gonna look at me like, bro, are you serious right now? But yeah, like I was saying, like, there was a lot of random stuff. Like, if I had to talk about the negatives about this game, it's just like the glitches that would happen, the game freezing on me randomly in the hollow area after you activate the discard area. It was just very ridiculous. I think I edited out most of my attempts doing all the hollow missions for the girls that I needed to do. And I said, skip it. I'm just going to get the esoteric skill and just leave and not mess with the hollow area ever again, because my game started freezing after I activated the discard area, which was very annoying. But yeah, if you're a fan of SAO, I say go watch that playthrough. Or if you want, go pick up the game. It's only $40. $40 for a game that has tons of content, which I didn't even show on the channel. So I would say definitely get Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment. That game just has so much to it, and it's only $40 on PSN Network. And that's the only way you can actually get it, unless you live in China, where you can actually get a physical copy of the game, or Japan, where you can actually get the physical copy of the game. But in the United States, Europe, the only way you can get that game is unless you have a PSN Network, and then you download it and pay for it, and then bam, you play it. But I think it's worth it. It's definitely worth it if you are like on a budget and it's like, man, I like RPGs, I like Sword Art Online, I'm not sure, is this gonna be worth it? 110 hours and I ain't even do half of the hollow missions? Yeah, I think you're gonna find a lot of content for you waiting in that game. But enough with Sword Art Online. We need to move on to our current projects and what we're gonna be doing throughout January. And what we're pretty much gonna be doing is Persona Q. Yes, Persona Q is actually coming back. Can you believe it? And I've actually recorded a little bit of Persona Q before I hopped on here and started doing the channel update. And I gotta say, it feels refreshing after beating Sword Art Online. It's like, yes, I got that game out the way. Now I'm back in Persona Q. I'm like, okay, I completely forgot how this game feels. And it feels like it's refreshing because I just came back from like a game that freezes on you randomly. It was like a nice change of pace is what I'm trying to say, and I can't wait to get back into this game. And we're in the I think the 4th story of the Evil Spirit Club, and I was like, man, I forgot how fun this game was. I'm kind of glad I took a break, because the reason why I took a break from Persona Q is because I was getting frustrated. The labyrinths would just lasted forever, the random encounters, it's like, oh my god, man, it was getting ridiculous. And I'm like, I need to take a break. I can't play all these RPGs at once. So I took a break, which is why I stopped playing Tales of Hearts R as well as Persona Q, because Persona Q was pretty much mostly pissing me off at the time. I actually streamed a lot in December, more than I usually do recently, more than I have been recently. And That's what happened to Persona Q. I just got frustrated and I said, I'm gonna take like, I don't know, a couple of weeks off from this game. And I came back and we're gonna start doing it for January pretty much. And then after I beat Persona Q, we're gonna go back to Tales of Hearts R. I'll actually be switching between the two games during this month. I'll probably do like Tales of Hearts R on just weekends, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But for the most part, Persona Q is gonna be throughout the entire week. Or whenever I can get it uploaded. Of course, it won't be uploaded on Monday because I don't upload footage on Monday. That's my rendering and relaxation day. And that's when Tales of Hearts R. Tales of Hearts R will probably start up next week or next weekend, which is after AGDQ, because I've been watching a lot of AGDQ, hanging out with the gang, Akatsuki Sensei, TJX, talking with them in the Twitch chat. Because I'm hosting the channel that does the AGDQ, which is a event where they speedrun games really quick for charity, and people donate. It's like, oh, here's this donation incentive. If you want to see this happen in this game, go ahead and donate. And you donate it for a good cause. It's like the cancer research or whatever. I don't have all the little plug and details, but it's for a good cause. And we've been sitting there watching the runners and stuff. They've already like $450-something thousand in just 4 days. I'm like, man, dude, people like donating for a good cause. If you like good causes, donate to me. That scumbag Sir-Lionhart activated there for a minute, but for real, if you like video games and if you like seeing your childhood games get completely crushed under like 30 minutes, like beating Super Mario RPG at like a 20-30 hour game, getting beat in under like 3 hours. It's like, it's ridiculous stuff. Like, I think the fastest I ever seen a speed run that's like a long game, like Sonic Adventure Battle 2, that game is pretty lengthy, like maybe an 8-hour game if you try to do like a casual playthrough of that game. People beat it in under like 40 minutes, under 30 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, they were doing all this crazy stuff. But yeah, if you're interested in that, go check out my channel, my Twitch. I'll actually be hosting that, so anything they show on their channel will be showed on my Twitch channel as well. So if you're interested in watching or catching any of it, look in the description below. I'll have a link to my channel, and then it will pretty much just show everything. The AGDQ event right there, and we'll be chatting with each other because that's what I've been doing this entire week. But like I was saying, that's why I haven't really been playing enough games. I just been watching and chilling with friends. Like this past weekend, it was just like Christmas stuff. Like I couldn't really record even if I wanted to. That's another reason why. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyway, so we're gonna be playing, I almost said Sword Art Online, but we're gonna be playing Tales of Hearts R along with Persona Q this month. I will most likely finish Persona Q at the end of this month, most likely, and then Tales of Hearts R will carry in throughout February once we actually beat Persona Q, and then we can just focus on Tales of Hearts R. I will not start up another playthrough of a game until we get all these other games out the way. Alright? I don't want to start up anything else until we beat Persona Q and Tales of Hearts R, because I've been playing mad amounts of RPGs, and I'm actually pretty surprised that I've been actually getting through these games at a decent rate while uploading. I haven't quit a recent RPG other than Art No Surge, but you know what? Whatever. I've still been putting out mad amounts of content, you know. I just had to pick and choose. I can't do everything. Like, there's a couple of things I still want to do, but it's another RPG. Most of you know it. It's Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Remix HD. I really want to play Birth by Sleep. I think I definitely will play Birth by Sleep. And the thing is, I probably won't even start that up until I get like a good gaming schedule later for this year, because there's a couple of games I want to play, but they're pretty spread out throughout the year. Like, I don't have a lot of games that I'm excited for. Like, the only game I'm really excited for is Type 0, which is for the PS4, and then I don't know any other games. Tales of Zestiria doesn't even come out in America this year. It comes out this month for Japan. But Xenoblade Chronicles, I actually have a Wii U. I got one for Christmas as an early present to myself. AKA I bought it. It's not a gift. I guess it was a gift, but it was a gift to myself. But Xenoblade Chronicles, I'm definitely gonna get that. But that's pretty much the only games I'm interested in like covering. Type 0. Some of you are probably like, you're not excited to cover Tales of Zestiria, but you cover Tales games. Thing is, I love Tales games. I absolutely love Tales games, but it's just like, honestly, it's like a lot of my Tales videos, I don't like the way they come out, and it looks like everybody else doesn't like the way they come out, to be honest. I don't think they're as entertaining as like everything else I do, like Persona Q. Like a lot of other playthroughs, like Conception was a lot more entertaining, in my opinion, to like a Tales game. So I'm thinking about not doing another Tales game on this channel because it seems kind of pointless to waste time to record such a lengthy game and then upload it, and then I'm not even satisfied with how it comes out, and then everybody else, it's like 12 dozen videos where no one's even commenting on the videos. I'm like, okay, I think after Tales of Hearts R, which I absolutely love playing, by the way, like throughout every video, I'm like, man, I just love this game. This game is so fun. I love it more than Tales of Exilia. It's just, I don't think there's a lot of interest in that, and I gotta keep that in mind. And to be honest, I don't want to have something that I'm not like feeling. Like I don't want to do content where I'm not even myself entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably gonna stop doing Tales games on this channel, most likely. There's a small percent chance if I ever get like, if I'm extremely hyped for Zestiria and I'm like, oh my god, this game is the best Tales game, I gotta cover it, then maybe. But I'm not even excited for Zestiria because it's like, there's nothing new about it. I mean, sure, they got real-time battles. Oh my god, battles take place on the field where you were standing. Oh my god, but it just doesn't... I don't know, man. I just can't hype myself up for Tales games right now. It's like, they need to really do something new. Like, I guess I'm not really turned on by, like, the module, like, the art style of this Zestiria game. It looks like Exilia, and it's like, I found Exilia to be, like, very dead looking. Like, I'm not excited. Like, I can't remember the last time they had a vibrant Tales game other than Tales of Hearts R and Vesperia. Vesperia was like one of the last games where I thought like it was completely amazing. After playing Symphonia, I played Abyss. I was like, man, this is great. After Abyss, I played Vesperia. I'm like, man, this is even better. And then you go to play like Tales of Grace up. It's like, okay, it's all right. And then you play Exilia. It's like, man. But for the most part, I'm probably not even going to cover another Tales game unless I don't know, unless I feel like it. That's the only way I can explain it. Unless I feel like playing a Tales game, I probably won't cover another Tales game. Like Tales of Zestiria probably will not be covered because I'll be interested in doing a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, this year is looking pretty slow, so you know what that means, right? It's time to do classics on this channel. So we're probably going to be doing like a whole bunch of RPG classics. I was actually looking into Suikoden. Did I say that right? Suikoden? Suikoden. You know what I'm trying to say, damn it. I was actually looking into that. They actually released Suikoden 2 on PSN. I was looking at a whole bunch of other classics. I was looking at some older stuff that I haven't played, like Devil Survivor. I definitely want to play that because Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker? I don't know the subtitle. I'm trying to think in my head, like, what is the subtitle for that game? But I am interested in playing those games, and I will most likely play them later this year. There's going to be a lot of empty time, so I will probably, like, maybe even start up old stuff that I haven't even started. Like, I actually planned out a Final Fantasy X playthrough, but I just never got it started. I actually gave my copy of Final Fantasy X away to Terrell. I was like, man, here, man, I haven't even touched it. I got a copy on the Vita. Here, you can have my PS3 copy. I was like, Merry Christmas, bro. But I don't really know. There's gonna be, I will definitely update you guys on February about exactly what I want to cover. I think I just need to get the current games out of the way before I can make a solid schedule of the games I want to cover. There's like so much time for me to actually see what games I can play. Like, I was thinking about starting up Trials and Tribulations, which is the third game in the Phoenix Wright series. But we're gonna have to wait and see. If you guys have any questions, about anything, go ahead and leave a comment in the description below. In the description below? Like, you can't leave comments in my description unless I give you my password to leave a comment in the description. But why would I do that? Because that'd be dumb. But go ahead and leave a comment below, asking any questions about anything. If you want, you can just hit me up on Twitter, where I actually update everybody at all times. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'll probably up that camera memory though. But anyway, like I was saying, like, if you guys have any questions regarding anything, if you want to know exactly when I'll be streaming or when I'll be uploading anything exactly, because for the most part I'll probably just be uploading Persona Q throughout the weekend, or throughout the week. Tales of Hearts R during the weekend next week, and then once I'm finished with Persona Q, we'll just focus on Tales of Hearts R until we complete it. But if you just want to be updated about when I will be uploading stuff throughout the day, just hit me up on Twitter, please. Just hit me up on Twitter. That's the best way to reach me, and that's the best way to just stay up to date on what I'm doing. Because I can't really do that on YouTube because they got rid of the feed. Like, usually you could have just clicked on the dashboard and went to the feed, but you can't even leave like comments anymore on YouTube. Like, that would get updated to everybody's subscription boxes or on the homepage. Because usually if you were to, like, say post anything in like 2012, it would actually update them. Because I used to leave comments like, hey, Persona 4 Golden won't be uploaded today, and everybody would see it. But I can't do that. Nobody sees it anymore when I leave anything in the feed. So I'm like, oh my god, because I can't get to the feed. But the best way to stay updated, follow me on Twitter. All right, hit up your boy on Twitter and buy his new mixtape. No, I don't have a mixtape. But I wanted to appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will see you guys later for more Persona Q and more Tales of Hearts R, and then after that we will see you for the next playthrough, which I haven't really decided what to do. But if you want to leave a suggestion, leave it down below in the comments. So, peace out, guys.